Yes. So that's a song called, I think, what the song? What's the name of this song? I think the song is called "I Love You."
Like I'm gonna lose you, honey.
Like I'm gonna lose you. So people,
Yeah.
right now we have on air Startina ourselves, live and direct on www.WayUpRadio.com. First of all, we wanna ask the people them, we wanna make the people them know who is Startina and where she's originally from.
Well, I don't know if I want to be specific and say where I'm originally from because I'll really be honest and say I'm from many places. I was originally born in Kingston. At the time, my mother was living in Wellington Town. Then she moved us out to the country area where I was also raised. And then at one point, I was living in the Tug Garrison area of Maxfield Avenue for briefly with my sister. Then I live in Corville Gardens, which was my filing location where everybody would know Martina originates from, Corville Gardens. That's where them would have said I originate from because that's where everybody would say. So big up to Corville Gardens, Kingston, 20, Park, Washington Boulevard, Riverside, Colorado, big up every time. That's my surrounding where I was really developed in officially.
Okay. So how did you come by this name, Startina?
I want to tell you, to be honest, I was always called Martina. But after I started traveling, I come to New York, like I used to play on words. So I would be like Smartina, Startina, Spartina, Wartina. You know what I'm saying? And I discovered that Martina, when anyone would Google Martina or go on YouTube to see Martina, the first person who would come up would be Martina McBride or Martina Navratilova or one of those big Martinas. So I'm like, I have to make something fresh. So I just start using Startina, and most people just catch on to Startina and love it and just say, Startina the thing there. But I'm always gonna keep Martina because that name was inherited and it's close to me, so I have to say Martina Startina at all times. But receiving Startina same as the additive.
Okay. So let me ask, how long you been doing music as a career?
Professionally, I would say about 6-7 years, but I've been singing forever.
Yeah.
But when I take it serious, I say, all right, I'm going to make a career out of it, because even though I was dabbling, I think for myself, I was utilizing my time in the studios to learn. And I feel like as an artist, I can't just jump on a record and say, I'm ready, because you have stage shows to worry about, you have recording sessions to worry about, you have interviews to worry about. So I took the time out to I would say, season myself, to learn the business, to learn how music works, to learn all these other things that comes with the industry, So professionally, about 6-7 years.
Okay. So who really influenced you into it, and who told you that, say, this is the thing that fits your personality, or this is your talent? Who really pushes this?
It will go back to a lot of people also, because, you have to be inspired by a lot of people growing up. But I don't know if I want to take it from the first introduction to music, because it would have been when I was about 6-7 years old, and my cousin took me to church to sing with our 2 daughters, and that was when the bug really hit me, because then I started to sing every ad that would be on the radio. She took me to one concert, and how it felt, the praise and just the attention and just the fact that they say, she sounds good, it took me to a place where I felt comfortable. And from then, I always was just singing and practicing. So it continued when I was really a teenager, when I really got the first enough to start entering competitions, and I would enter Miss Extreme. But on the professional side, Mad Andrew was the person who took me in the first studio and said to me, girl, let me tell you this, I know how the music run and you have it. Unicorn was the first producer who recorded me in Jamaica to know that, she have it. So, there's quite a few people coming up along the way. I could name 1,000, but if I want to say introduction, it started from family, in terms of the bug.
So, Mad Andrew, you still have the friendship with Mad Andrew?
Honestly, we haven't been communicating like we would initially, because things and time change. People do what they do. I honestly haven't communicated with him in a while. But it's a youth, I know I won't have to worry, because if we see back each other, it's going to just come like a long time, because the friendship was so genuine and the friendship was neutral. No additive, no preservative. It was just a youth with sister, and I rate him as a writer because he was the first person who said, put a pen to a paper and write a song. I never thought I could write. I would always do do-overs and sing other little songs until he said, listen to me, write a song. And I try until I come up with a little food stuff when we think say I eat that time. But it was just a song, and it made me know that, you have skills, you can write also.
See it.
So big him up every time, Madam, to big up yourself.
Okay, so Madam, respect due to starting a career, because she are you first booster. So
yeah, man, big up Unicorn because he brought me to Unicorn and say, yo, Unicorn, record that girl that start catch your bad. And Unicorn just there doing like a producing thing. You don't know the little young something going on in Jamaica when you just start out and it don't matter, record, but you just want to record. Yeah. That was it, and we record the first thing. Nothing came of it big, but it was what made me know that, listen to me, man, you have it and you should go out there. And it grew, from then I was working with Idonia back then. I was working with who you would know as IFK. It was Rich back then. We were all in the same team working together, doing it all. So for me to see everybody coming off and branching off and doing them things, it's like glory to me.
So how is the network between you and Idonia and Ayactian? Because we have seen where you and these artists has collaborated before.
Of course, Idonia is a brother. Idonia, it goes so far back. At one point, we were working with this guy called Frost from Corville Gardens, Big Up Frost Production. He was the original Frost that I knew before, the new Frost coming. Okay. And back then it was Idonia and I were mainly his two little acts in their work. And Idonia, we were so close that he said it in his interview, but I've not exalted it because his name Idonia, I was the person who broke it down and gave it to him to use as his stage name.
Really?
Yes.
So what was the name he originally wanted to use?
It was given unto him. It was Pepsidonia because he played Pepsi Cup when he was a young guy. I'm good at football, so in the name Pepsidonia. And I'm like, no, my friend, you're my dog, you're my dan. You can't name Pepsidonia. It don't go good with you. And that's how I say, all right, Pepsi, take off the Pepsi. And just the Idonia. And he said, all right, me sing like that now work with because of the thing said. Because me, I get along with guys so much. I was a little tomboy. So when I'm rapping with my guys in the studio, I'm like a dude, a pretty little girl. But I'm just cool with the guys. I'm just cool with everybody. You find me in the middle of the guys all the time. So he respected me enough to utilize it. And he spoke about it, but we just don't go in at it and talk about it and emphasize about it. And then I don't have such a big history, and we've not really... people that will say, Martina, you don't use the links, them, and you don't use who you have to use. But I feel like when I need things, that's when I reach out and make it happen. Because I know if tomorrow I said, Donia, let's get some work together, I know he's not going to say no.
Okay. I like that. So, and the same thing go for IACTN too, right?
IACTN we go way back too, because we started out, it was a one guy trying to manage us. I don't know, being young, you have to take all sorts of chances and work with anybody who believes in you. So it was me, IACTN, Idonia, a little guy named Spraga at the time, and IACTN was Rich at the time. In there, his name IACTN, yes. So based on the fact that we go so way back, I mean, they're always my brothers. Like when they come in town, when I see them, it's like the linkage is always the same, nothing has changed.
Okay, see. So I know that most of the time when I ask artists who do they idolize, they say, boy, they can't really answer that. They have many, They don't really want to call any name. Is there a few artists who you idolize in music industry?
That I do idolize?
Yeah, like idolize.
In terms of our culture, honestly, I don't know. I'm so weird, DJ Ellie, that I embrace everything, and I don't. I like majority of who's doing our thing, and I will never knock somebody because this is how I look at music. If I don't pay attention to one person now, this might be the person I'm paying attention to next 5 years. You understand? Yeah. So based on that, I don't pick. I never choose. But if I should say people who inspired me and made me want it to do music, it comes from a lot of people from within Jamaica and also America culture. So therefore, I really don't even try to mention them because I draw inspiration from everywhere. I don't have an idol. My idol is God.
See. So
so I just look up to people and embrace, what they do more mainly.
Okay. So coming into music industry, we all know there are obstacles, especially as a female artist in the business, because we all know that producers don't really like to push female artists the way they should get the push.
True.
What are some of the obstacles you face personally as a female artist doing music, especially dancehall music, which is so competitive right now?
My main obstacle was always finding a team that believed enough to invest and stay focused on my career.
See.
I've always been an independent act. But I think one of my things, I feel like when, based on Jamaica culture, how we do things, most of we do things until it pops. None of us don't like to approach things business from day one.
Okay.
You understand? So if you're an artist in Jamaica where you're too business oriented, most of the time people not even mess with you too much. You know, producers don't want to mess with you too much because you know too much. And then some of the times, on a female level, to find a manager or an investor in your career that's a male, most of the time it end up that it won't cross up because it end up being alright. I'm gonna look onto me investing in this girl. You know, but probably I don't want something more out of it. So other than the sexual side that is not always an issue, it's the financial and teamwork that it takes to make an artist what they are. Because majority of the artists in Jamaica, they're struggling if they don't have a team. And their career end up going nowhere because they don't have a team. And I highly believe it takes a team to achieve that. Until I get a real team, I'm not going to go full force how I should. Because I feel like it's always about a team. And now I'm in the process of building my own team. So it feels great to know that you can do stuff like that because you're learning how the business works and apply.
See. So what would you consider your biggest break so far in music?
My biggest what?
Break so far in music.
Break. Honestly, everybody always talk about it. It's anger management rhythm with Beanie Man. Because everyone always say, Martina, that's the song what everybody I don't know say you do. I honestly feel like it's probably the song on Instant Bull, You Make Me Fall. But I think it's really the song on anger management because it had a rougher edge to it.
Okay. So
yeah, and Jamaica people like rock this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So how would you describe your music to the public who have never seen you before or listened to your music? How would you describe your music?
I always give three genres because I don't like to be boxed. Because I feel like as a singer, you get an opportunity to be anything you want to be. And then I also have the versatility to be a DJ. So, I know, I think it's weird. I don't think I want to answer that because it's touching.
Yeah. So, all right. So what would you say that makes you different from other artists out there? Because a lot of artists singing, a lot of artists doing this and that. What makes you different from them?
I think what makes me unique, and I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but I am totally honest in my craft. I'm honest to the music. I'm honest to what I do. I try not to open my mouth and sing anything that is fake. About a certain lifestyle. I try my best not to do that because at the end of the day, I think music is a type of gift where come from an honest, genuine place, and people only receive you when they really feel you. You know what I'm saying? They really receive you when they really feel it. So I think what differentiates me is the genuine approach to doing music, and when I really open my mouth, it's coming from a deep deal.
Okay.
I wouldn't look on it from the fact that, me a bad writer, I look better. I don't describe music from that, and I'm very passionate about it, and I want when I open my mouth to say anything, it's coming from a genuine place. It's not me fabricating the houses and the cars and the fabulous things if I really don't have it. I could want it in a song, but I won't say I have it if I don't.
Okay. So in a sense, you're a realist. So that means, in a sense, you're a realist. That anything that you sing,
yes,
is
very.
real.
I'm a very realistic individual. Very.
Okay. So I heard you mention that the big break regarding your music that you sing is the song that you sing on anger management. Currently,
yeah, that would have been on the music side.
Yeah.
No, what put me on the forefront now would have been my acting career took up.
Yes, let's talk about that now because.
And I wouldn't say I took it up because I have been dabbling for a minute also.
Yeah, because we hear that you act in movies such as Bashment, which was filmed in New York, this big Jamaican movie called Bashment.
And prior to Bashment, I don't know how much people will remember, but there was it was like 7 episodes on TV and TV that was being aired called Teenagers. That was my first break in TV and in acting and being, a part of anything, Ginger Night. he had it in theaters and little theater everywhere, and then he put it on CVM. It never got picked up because it was an independent approach, and it never got picked up, but it was a good look for Jamaica and how we were approaching reality.
So who produced that?
Huh?
Who produced that film? Teenagers.
Ginger Night. It was Ginger Night.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, how did you get to discover this talent of acting as well?
I listen to me, and that's why I love life. When you have genuine people, sometimes the opportunity presents itself. I have a friend. Her name is Shirley. She's an older person. We always speak. So she had the gig to go do stage. So me just being nosy, I had no interest whatsoever because I felt that was the hardest thing for you to stand on a stage and do a whole scene and people laughing and you not laugh. I would break out. So I was so fascinated by it. So I went there with her for the first time. I would help her with her readovers, her script, just to help her to do things. So just being there, they started noticing me, and I started helping. I would do little things here. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to put this thing on TV, and we're definitely going to need a younger version to play a teenager on TV. It's not like we can fake it on stage. So I think that it would be a good idea if I use you because I see that you're ready and I see that you can do it. And I'm like, me? And he's like, yes, you. So he gave me my first script. Jen handed me my first script, and I went home and I studied and I did what I had to do. And I came and I did what I have to do. And that's how, I was discovered in regards to my acting side. That's how I discovered my acting bug exists.
Okay.
Because I never knew it was there, honestly.
So
I've always been comedic and tricky and people laugh, but I never thought it was something I could do as a career, really. I never focused on it because, my music empowered me and was everything.
Oh, so it's a spur of the moment thing.
It's a sneak out talent. It's a talent that came out. And that makes me, that's why I don't want to limit myself because now I don't know. Sky's the limit. You never can tell. I think when you're blessed with a gift, there's no limit to what you're capable of doing. And this is why I will not sit here and tell you what my plans is for 10 years from now because I don't know.
That's true. So, the movie Bashment, how did you end up get a role in that movie?
I want to tell you, all right, listen to this. DJ Noah that I recorded, like I'm going to lose you for.
See.
He played Sun in this movie.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So he called me one day and said, Martina, listen to me. You didn't follow him? I said, yeah. He said, yo, I'm going to move with but a girl supposed to do a scene and we can't find her. I don't know what going. You think you can make it come over here? So I said, where you are? I said, I'm there in Brooklyn. I said, all right, I'm coming to Brooklyn now. I run over to Brooklyn. I was on set. So the guy, he's like, I know your artist, the guy. That's Michael Fox. I met Michael Fox officially. T9 and Michael Fox was directing Bashment of Fork in the Road at the time. And I met them that day. And that day, I never did anything, but I sat in on set and I watched their scenes that they had to shoot. The next day was going to be the scene for the girl that they had to do, which was the Patrice scene that I played. So I got the script that night and I went home, studied, and I came back the next day and I shot that scene. But Noah was the one who introduced me and brought me in on this. At least Noah went to another friend, which was Buggy, and Buggy called me, and it was one link, because, it links. Yeah. So one link makes to another link, and that's how I got that gig for Bashment. And since then, me and Michael Fox stayed in touch, and it just, it was automatic for him to link me up for this new project that he was doing.
Okay, so what's the role that you play in that movie? So people could actually YouTube it and see you?
Fork in the Road, I played a crazy girl called Patrice.
Patrice, in the movie called Walk in the Road?
Bashment, A Fork in the Road.
Okay. So, so regarding the movie scenes, do you have any movie in the future to do or any plans?
Well, honestly, thank God I've been getting a lot of reviews and peeping out and runs in regards to a couple of these new films that's on your forefront right now. I don't want to say too much because normally never say too much without officially knowing. And I should imagine if and when, our directors get their things together in regards to, this movie that we did, it's about to be good. It's about to be good. But I'm just not going to say until it's official. But things are in the pipeline in regards to my acting career.
Okay. So, in general, where do you see yourself within the next year or two?
I just tell you, I never answered that question. But honestly, where I want to be is at a more comfortable stage in music. getting the music out there, promoted properly, and actually just taking my music across the world where people can honestly look in and see that, okay, this girl is really doing something, and she's not actually doing it for herself, she's doing it for the entire world. You know, I'm not trying to force my music down anyone's throat. I just say give it an ear, and if you like it, support it, promote it, and push it. That's all you have to do, and I'll just do what I have to do and carry the torch of always presenting and providing good music for everyone.
Okay. So, do you have any upcoming events for this year?
Well, officially booked right now is a show in New York right now. It's in Queens. Called Full Clip. It's Macabre, Ghost, myself, and a couple other people on it. It's going to be on the 21st of this month.
See.
That is officially booked.
Yeah, so it's going to be loud. Hear that,
it's going to be live. It's going to be live because you know what happened? As a female, it has always been my trait to find myself in the middle of younger men all the time. And it makes me so motivated to just be like, yes, I have to stand up against all these men and show myself and just stand up and be remembered as an artist. So it promotes me to be better, and I love it.
Okay. So people, you hear that? May 21st in Queens, New York. All the New Yorkers listening right now. Martina will be alongside Ghost, Macabre, and others.
Many more.
And many more. You know what I mean? It should be loud. So where is this venue?
Straight.
The venue, because we know Queens is a big area, so we want to know.
It's going to be in Amazura nightclub.
Amazura nightclub, May 21st. Yeah. I think I might end up going to
21st. It's Bayer show. Big up Bayer every time because I work with Bayer for years. Every time I have a show, I always make sure some Martina Startina on the front because he knows that he not lose. You know, so I'm always buying tickets off for Martina Startina because I'm not lose.
True. You go so man. So, currently, are you signed to any major label?
No, not officially signed. Still working with indie. I believe in indie approach right now because as you see where the industry is, it's not about a major label. Right now, it's you doing your thing until you get noticed. So that's just where I'm at right now, working with different producers. Big up to everyone who I'm working with right now. We'll just do that project with, Noah Power and LMR. Big up Jet Set. Big up, all these other people I'm working with right now. Basically, I'm just putting in the work and getting it. Fizzy Inc. Records just, got about to put out their first project, and I'm on that. So it's like so much new, fresh sound is out there for me to worry about being signed. I'm just doing work and just know that one day it's going to get the right attention that it needs. That's how I work.
See. So if someone should book you for an event, what is the best route or channel to get to you to book you for a show?
I mean, all right, for New York right now, I'm working through one of the best and the biggest upcoming promoters in New York right now, Sam Gotti, and he's doing my New York bookings right now. But so for him, you can always link him at samgotti01@gmail.com or on the number 347-771-4520. Also, you can send any email to at startinamusic@yahoo.com.
Okay, I think the people will remember startinamusic@yahoo.com. They hear that, people?
Yes, and in the meantime, just make them go check out the SoundCloud and the YouTube, Martina Startina, and the Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, Martina Startina, Instagram, Martina_Startina, and Startina Move, and Reverb Nation, and Facebook. Just search for Startina everywhere. Follow, support, give the little love, motivate, give your opinion, do all you have to do. Because I'm an artist in process. I'm an artist in growth, and I'm always open for opinion. I'm always open for support.
True. So let's clear the ear about this song, because a lot of people hear this song, including myself, and the instable rhythm that Bounty Killer originally sing, and that says she's leaving cause she's leaving in fear.
Yeah.
Alright, that rhythm, we all see it on YouTube entitled, some people see it entitled Elaine, song called I'm Calling. In truth and in fact, people, this song is done by yours truly, Startina, who is on air right now. I want you to give the people them a cappella of that song because them know say I you sing it and not Elaine because a lot of people tend to mix up Startina voice with Elaine. That's to show you how great she is. So one of the people hear a cappella style of that particular song and any other song that you want to promote to the people of who listening WayUpRadio right now.
Well, for that song specific, baby, I'm calling. Please come home to me. Feel like I'm falling in you. I see destiny. Woke up this morning. I felt you spiritually. It's like I'm yearning for you to be with me. That's Martina Startina representing for Colin. And that song, I think I knew what happened with this project, and that's why I really never went in too much, because it was a situation with this specific project that I think that caused this mix-up at the end of the day. But it's been solved because I realized that lately I have never knew that this song was on there until I started putting my songs out and went on YouTube and I saw that, wow, they put my song out as Elaine. Wonder what happened there. You know, so I had to want to go channel it back, went back to my producer who produced it. Big up Kevin, Paleo Music. He was the producer at the time. He's the nephew of Buju Banton. And DJ Wayne brought that project to the studio. DJ Wayne never knew me at the time, but Kevin and I was doing some work. So Kevin took it up on himself to record me, not while DJ Wayne was there, but he recorded me after. So DJ Wayne he was like, no, I don't even want to hear the song. I don't care. You can't do that. You can't record or put nobody out on my stuff without me knowing. Yeah. So he took it off. He took it off the project. But he ended up, I'd already sending a CD to a friend of his who ended up sending back the CD to DJ Wayne. I said, DJ Wayne, why you put out the project and this girl not on it? At the time when DJ got it, I probably think, I'm now assuming that they thought it was Elaine because they couldn't tell who it was because of the vocals. They just guessed.
Oh, they just guess and they say, you know what?
Yeah, they just guess. And see, this is why artists, please, I am begging and beseeching to every artist coming up in the music industry, get your music official. Record dates, times, every time you're doing something, make sure you have your songs together. Make sure you try to copyright it. If you can't do it officially, do it the poor man way, mail it back to yourself, do what you have to do, because then when times arise, you never know when a song is going to hit for you, and it might be the song you totally discarded and forget about. Because music is very weird. And for singers, a song can come out anytime, because you have Europe that is late, you have England that is late, and they pick up things and run with things years after you think it's dead. True. So therefore, always make sure you're on top of your things.
Yeah, because I didn't know that it was you singing it until I get a link with you and I realized that I said, oh, really? Because I thought it was Elaine too, you know? So
right. And you have to talk about the link and big up my new PRJ star. Him doing big things because I link up with him recently and he's doing it. So big him up, my Timo. Big him up, I met the link. Yeah. Well, we actually been doing this interview today, so just big him up one time so he knows I give him love one time.
Yeah. So J Star, promote a movie.
Big up yourself.
You don't know how you with Martina and know say, yo, we are pretty out here. You know what I mean? Remember, people, anybody who have talent, be willing to interview them because you don't know where artists might be in the next month or year.
Exactly. I would give thanks to people like you and what you're doing and how you're approaching it, because you know it's the hardest thing for artists with no name to get any form of attention or promotion without monetary influence behind it, because that's just how the music industry works. No one does favors.
Yeah, man, for real. So, before we even wrap things up, what do you have that was never asked or said that you'd like WayUpRadio listeners to hear or know?
Come again?
But before we even wrap up the interview, what would you like to tell WayUpRadio listeners before we go?
I just want to tell WayUp listeners to big up yourself, stay tuned to WayUpRadio and DJ Elliot all the time. Don't lock it off. Always stay tuned. Make sure you do that. And while you're doing that, make sure you give Martina Startina some support. Check out my music. Check out my videos. Stay tuned and big up yourself every time, DJ and Martina Startina. Love you and big up for this opportunity. But before I go, I have to sing the song. Which song you want here? Because right now I'm promoting 2 songs to be specific.
I want you to give you a cappella for the 2 songs, so we need to hear them, you know?
Oh, you amaze me. Can I be a lady? You better give me some of your love. Now by the time it just let it be. See, all I need is your attention. And I give you my affection. All I want is some of your love. And I promise, boy, I won't judge. So you don't know that the new song, big up on the one, that one from Jet Set every time. Big up Jet Set team.
And what's the name of the next one?
You know you just played. Say I'm gonna love you like I'm gonna lose you. And I wanna hold you like we're saying goodbye. Because that's what DJ Ellie when I'm going to overdo it because I'm presently at a location where I can't even be too long. But big up and damn stuff every time. I'm Martina Startina, I love you.
So the YouTube channel that you have a YouTube channel, right?
I do.
What's the name of that YouTube channel? Martina Startina?
Yes.
So hear that, people. Martina
Everything
Startina.
Martina Startina.
Everything. Every social media. Martina Startina. You have to find her. Boom, connect, loud, burn up.
Big up yourself, DJ Ellie, and WayUpRadio every time.